Just when you think Millie Bobby Brown can't make you feel like more of a slacker, she takes on another massive project and shows just once again how much a young woman with loads of passion can achieve. She is now taking on the new Netflix thriller, The Girls I've Been. Up next, we will check everything we know about this project, when it will come out, and what it's all about. What will Millie Bobby Brown's role in this project be? Not one to take on just one role in a project. This will be another one that she takes on multiple roles. It seems like this project is special to her and one that she really wants to happen for Netflix. Let's be real, Millie Bobby Brown has been a bit of a Netflix princess, and the streaming service loves her. Then there's this movie, The Girls I've Been, and she will be playing the main character. But that's not all she will do in the film. Her production studio, PCMA Productions, will also be involved with the production, making her an executive producer. Joining her in the production role will be Ozark actor Jason Bateman, who is an executive producer too. He's doing it through his own production company, Aggregate Films. The other production roles for the film have not yet been filled. For example, we don't know exactly who the director or anyone else would be for this movie. What is this movie based on? This movie will be based on the novel The Girls I've Been, that is written by the author Tess Sharpe. It shows just what an incredible author she is because, interestingly enough, the film was announced even before the book was actually published. It is possible that someone read the manuscript before it came out and they realized just how incredible it was going to be. Or it could be that they really just have a lot of faith in Tess Sharpe and her ability to tell a really compelling story and make this thriller, well, really thrilling. She also tells stories that are written for kids and teenagers, but that resonate with adults too. If you haven't read the book, now is a really good time to do it while we wait for the film to get started. What is the plot of this book? Nora O'Malley is the main character that will be played by Millie Bobby Brown. And if we go on the plot of the book, then it follows Nora, who learned how to be a girl of many faces while growing up with her mother, who is a con artist who targets criminals. She learns the powers of persuasion and impersonation and how to adapt while growing up as her mother's protege. Then, her mother falls in love with a Mark instead of conning him, and they move in together. Nora decides not to stick around, and she escapes. For 5 years, she lives as a normal girl and plays the part of someone who has a life like anyone else. But then a series of events unfolds where Nora is going to need all the skills that she has ever learned to get herself and some of her friends out of danger. First, her ex-boyfriend walks in on her and her girlfriend. They are all friends, but he didn't know the details of their real relationship. And then they all get entwined in a bank hostage situation, and it is all going to be down to Nora to get them out safely. She's going to need all the skills she's learned throughout her life and all of the girls she has been to get them all out of this situation alive. It will be tense. Who is Tess Sharpe? Tess Sharpe, the writer of the book that this new movie will be based upon, has a pretty awesome bio. She was born in a mountain cabin and her mother was a punk rocker. She then grew up in rural California, and then she didn't go very far from her roots either. She now lives in the backwoods with a pack of dogs and a bunch of cats that used to be feral. It kind of sounds like heaven to me. She works as an anthology editor when she isn't writing her own books. She writes for children, teens, and also for adults. So pretty much for everyone, and she is really incredible. Her books have won loads of awards and are really critically acclaimed. If Tess Sharpe's name is on a book, then you just know that it is going to be really awesome. I can't wait to see her book adapted for the screen. Her stories are so versatile that it will surely be a hit among a bunch of different age groups and backgrounds. Have any of you read this book? Would you recommend it to other people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I would love to hear from you. Next up, we are going to be checking out the cast for this movie and when we will be able to see it. so don't go anywhere. There is still a lot to cover. Has production started on The Girls I've Been? Netflix and Millie Bobby Brown released the news that they were going to make this film last year. So many people thought that they would start shooting the film in 2021, but that hasn't happened yet. For now, it is still in pre-production status, and there is still a lot they need to do before they can start filming the movie. We don't even know if the book has been adapted into a screenplay just yet. It could still be a while before they start on filming, and no production date has seemingly been set either. At least not one that has been released to the public just yet. But it is also very possible that Millie Bobby Brown's insane schedule might be to blame for the delays. She's incredibly busy at the moment. Or let's be real, she's been incredibly busy since the moment she started on the first season of Stranger Things. Since then, she's been working non-stop and just kept going. To find a spot in her schedule for the next big thing can't be easy at all. Do we know who the cast of the film will be? No. So far, it has only been confirmed that Millie Bobby Brown will play the starring role. No one else has been contracted to play any of the other leading parts. We aren't sure if Jason Bateman could be playing one of the smaller roles since he is another producer of the film, but I don't think he is right for any of the major roles. There are a bunch of young actors that could be great in the roles of Nora's ex-boyfriend and her girlfriend, but no one has released that they are up for any of the roles just yet. We don't even know if they have started to cast the roles for this movie either. Getting the cast together is another thing that needs to happen before they can start shooting the film. Do you have any ideas who you think would be awesome for these roles? Or someone that you really don't want to see in it? Let me know in the comments. Has a release date been announced just yet? No. No dates have been announced for when Netflix will be releasing this movie, not yet. But that kind of makes sense since it hasn't even started to be produced or have a full cast yet. It's going to be a while before it gets released. The hope is that it will be filmed in 2022 and that it can then be released by the end of next year. But once again, it will all depend on when they actually start filming. Millie Bobby Brown has loads of other projects that she is busy with, and if any of them gets delayed thanks to a breakout of COVID, then all the others will be delayed too. What are some of the other projects that Millie Bobby Brown is working on? Since announcing this movie, she's worked on a bunch of projects, like the 4th season of Stranger Things. Then she started filming the second Enola Holmes movie, a film that fans have been really excited to see. That film is currently filming, and she's also a producer there. She released Godzilla and Kong this year too, and had to do publicity for that film. And then a few months after announcing that she would be starring in The Girls I've Been, she also announced that she would be starring in Damsel, that will once again be released on Netflix. Like I said, this girl is a bit of a Netflix princess, but she delivers hit after hit for them, so why wouldn't they love her? Damsel was announced long after The Girls I've Been, but it looks like that will be filmed first. It already has a director and a cinematographer, and even some of the crew members, so it is ahead quite a bit, meaning that it could be coming out first. She's also a producer for this film. I don't know how Millie Bobby Brown keeps up such a hectic schedule, but it sure doesn't look like it is going to slow down soon. Which new film are you most excited for? Let me know. Thanks for watching.